Is everyone having a great time so far? Are we all ready to hit the ground running in 2025? To help us take action in 2025 and leverage so many of the wonderful resources available, we're excited to welcome Meredith Berkich back to the stage.
Our commitment to innovation and well-being continues to set LifeWave apart. And today, I am thrilled to share some very special news with you. As we prepare to launch our groundbreaking light-infused water technology right here in the United States later this year, X2O is more than a product. It's a revolution, a new way to elevate healthy living, and it is destined to redefine how we engage with one of Earth's most valuable resources, water. To celebrate this upcoming milestone, we extended an exclusive challenge to our senior presidential directors at conference. This chance was an opportunity to be one of the first 30 people to receive a complimentary X2O. This promotion wasn't just about rewarding success. It was about recognizing leadership, vision, and the dedication that makes our community so remarkable. I am so proud to announce the winners of this incredible incentive. These exceptional leaders will be among the very first to own a piece of LifeWave history and experience firsthand the innovation that will soon captivate the world. Congratulations to each of you. Your hard work and dedication have truly set the standard for others to follow. Well, what an honor, what an absolute blessing to be invited to be a part of David Schmidt's legacy. Thank you, LifeWave community, for all you've contributed to helping us change so many lives over these past 20 years. You know, I've made my career in direct selling, 10 years as an entrepreneur like you, building and growing a team, and 20 years on the corporate side, helping companies to drive growth by focusing on the brand partner experience. In working with the best direct selling leadership in the world, I can tell you firsthand that I know we have the best of the best here at LifeWave, and that means you. Now, we've shared some inspiring look back since our 20th anniversary celebration, but 2025 is about looking ahead, seeing the future through our founders' eyes. At a time when some direct selling companies are considering their next step, we are establishing LifeWave as the greatest legacy of our time. We have all the necessary components to achieve lasting, life-changing greatness. First, we have visionary leadership, people, both on the corporate side and the entrepreneurial side of the business. LifeWave is the #1 fastest growing direct selling company in the world right now for good reason, because of you, and we intend to stay that way. Because again, everything it takes to maintain our growth trajectory is right here in our hands. We have an innovative product, and we are continuing to develop more innovative products, like our flagship X39, which cannot and will not be duplicated. And we are continuing to build scalable infrastructure, putting the processes into place. And that means that our growth will be limitless. And we are powered by technology. And this will keep us relevant, ongoing relevance, and a competitive edge as we move forward into the next decade. And we are continuing to grow teams of like-minded individuals who are all passionate and committed to excellence. And we are dedicated to your success. There are people like our elite senior presidential directors, our senior presidential directors, and all ranks of directors and managers, people like you who are looking to lead the way by example. And we are so thankful for you applying your highest and best to this enterprise. Because direct selling is a leadership model, after all, and our success is dependent upon each other. Your success is our success ultimately. And so it is our responsibility as LifeWave leadership to uphold the highest integrity And as a member of the community responsible for the next 20 years, we are positioning ourselves to accomplish your greatest aspirations and to give you that undergirding, that foundation. And you are in a position to help others achieve their goals and their aspirations. And so on behalf of LifeWave and myself personally as your president, you have our steadfast promise that we will devote our highest and best to this enterprise each and every day. And we will remain unwavering in our long-term commitment to the channel of direct selling and to your personal legacy for decades to come. And that you can count on. You can count on us to honor you and your efforts with the deepest appreciation and the utmost care. So wrapping up 20 years of LifeWave history, it's now time to move into 2025 and shape the future for the next 20 years. And that means having the right people on the bus, in the right seats on the bus, and the wrong people off the bus. Hypergrowth is not for everyone. Over the past 2 years, we have added dozens of leaders to the corporate team globally. And likewise, many of you have added hundreds, maybe even thousands of influencers to your organization, whether they be macro, micro, or nano. It is all about the people that we're adding to our teams. And at HQ, we've been adding to ours while establishing ongoing processes to prepare for the next wave of growth. And that's what 2025 is all about, preparing for the next wave of growth. And so for you out there doing the business, sharing and caring each and every day, as you look around you, you will notice that the global teams who are continuing to break all records, those who are making a difference and really moving the needle, there's one thing that they all have in common. They are applying streamlined success systems to their business. First, they're leading with the flagship product, leading with X39. Secondly, they are implementing a team sales system. And thirdly, they are duplicating that system without ceasing, because they are clearly demonstrating through their success that duplication is the key in any and all organizations, which is why we're focusing this year in 2025 at corporate on our programs and our systems. As we look at the top talent and the top management that's coming on board, people like Wayne Moorhead, who you got to hear from earlier, who is an incredible visionary and an extraordinary creator, you're going to see so many new faces this year that are helping to identify what it is that we need to do to be better and to undergird your success with a firm foundation. And today, you got to meet our newest talent acquisition. And the list of people for every single open role that we are getting to choose from is unbelievable. In my 2 decades on the corporate side, I can tell you, unbelievable. The luxury that that affords us is the ability to select only the best of the candidates. Those who are dedicated to hard work, and they are prepared to work punishing hours. We are in momentum. We don't have the luxury of complacency at LifeWave. They need to be able to endure. They need to be performance driven. And they need to be obsessed with excellence and continuous improvement. Because to put it bluntly, collaboratively, there is too much at stake right now for us not to be devoted to our highest and best being brought to the table. One of the things that you're going to see in 2025 is talking about duplication, but about process. It's going to be process, process, process. And if you think about that, process is just like a system. It's defined, it's knowable, and it's duplicable. And because at LifeWave we are in hypergrowth, it can be very, very easy to let those processes slip. Just trying to keep up with the growth is sometimes enough. And so that is why we've been approved to bring in an outside agency. And they are starting in the month of January to help us this year to identify all of the areas of our business, all of our processes, all of the areas where we need to define and we need to streamline and we need to build something that's more efficient, because at the end of the year, we are seeking to become ISO 9001 certified. Now, you've heard me talk about that SPDs, I know, on the SPD webinars, but here are the benefits of that. By having all of these processes in place, it helps us to be streamlined. It helps us to establish more tools for the future. It helps us to be able to set you up to win. And we have a lot going on because we know that we have many, many areas of which we can improve in 2025. And so setting up that system for tools from the moment that you come on board, what is it that you point to, what videos, where do they live in your back office, all of the things that we need to streamline. And most importantly, we are going to be establishing a recognition program, a system to where we can standardize the recognition of your achievements. We're going to be utilizing this year the Global HQ and Welcome Center. You know how many millions of dollars have been invested into this opportunity to give you a place where you can bring your prospects, your new team members, your rising stars, to actually experience David Schmidt's vision firsthand. That vision that is going to take us into 1 billion homes and beyond. Now, of course, one of the big areas of focus this year, as many of you know, is the compensation side of the business. And we know in talking about compensation, this can be really intimidating for some people. A lot of people just choose to avoid it altogether. Knowing it, understanding it, presenting it, and certainly as it's being upgraded, getting your head around the changes. But I want you to kind of step back from compensation plan and think about it like any other product. It has features. It has benefits. It's important that you know what those are. It has life-changing power. It solves individual challenges for people. And I can tell you, as a student of comp plans for decades, I have seen it all. I have seen the good, I have seen the bad, and I have seen the ugly. And as we put together and prepare to roll out the compensation plan enhancements this summer, understand that we have gone into this very intelligently, well over a year, and even beyond that, prior years, just this foundation for the compensation plan. It has to be intelligent, and it is intelligent. It needs to be data-driven, and it needs to be an evolution. Because the compensation plan of LifeWave that worked 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is not the compensation plan that we need for today. The business has dramatically changed. The other factor for a successful compensation plan is, of course, the field leadership collaboration. And that has been taking place over really the last 3 years, even before I got here, by people that are actively driving the growth. And so what we're looking towards, and again, we're not going to be talking about that in depth today. It's not coming until summer. But we are establishing a solid education, tour, empowerment, and transition plan so that we can flawlessly execute the changes that are coming. And they will be undergirded, most importantly, by process. And the people will be empowered who will be managing that process. So in just a few minutes to spend on the compensation plan project, the mission of this is to implement an evolving, innovative compensation plan that richly rewards sustainable business building activities. It will reward engagement, and it will reward, most importantly, performance. And the impact that you are going to see is that this will give you an opportunity to retain your talent, to minimize cap application, and to reward active brand partners sooner. The critical truth of compensation plan design is that if a compensation plan does not drive sustainable behavior, it's really pretty worthless. And so in the area of retention, It's very, very good to note, and this is where it's going to have an incredible impact on your business. We are in a revolving door business. 70% of direct sellers are out of the business within their first 90 days. That is a fact. And so as you think about this and you think about what's coming, ask yourself this question. If you could increase retention in your organization by just 5%, maybe even just 3%, 2%, and keep them 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months longer instead of only those first 90 days, can you imagine what that is going to do to your volume? Can you imagine how that is going to change your organization? The second primary objective of the comp plan is we pay up to 60% at LifeWave of the GV every week. Now, 5 years ago, the cap that many of you are familiar with wasn't an issue. We rarely hit it, maybe during a PIB month, a special promotion. But now we're beginning to hit it more and more. Why? Because we are in hypergrowth. We are rewarding people that perhaps have been inactive, haven't been engaged in the business for years. And this is called binary creep, which is why binaries require recalibration every 2 to 3 years to keep up with the changing and evolving nature of the business. And by recalibrating and creating more wealth opportunity for business builders, more people will make more money sooner and be rewarded for their business building efforts. And these are the primary objectives of the compensation plan design. And there are many, many nuggets that you're going to be super excited about when the time comes later this year and we start going on our educational tour. So finally, in closing, whether you're on the corporate side or you're on the field performance side, remember this: there is no difference in our success strategy. I'm a president. You're the president of your own organization. The key is that we all need to decide. Decide what you want to accomplish at LifeWave and be obsessed. Don't ever apologize for being obsessed with the business. Take action, secondly, and identify those tasks that are going to get you to your goals, because these are people's lives that are hanging in the balance of our efforts. We need to be tireless, and we need to be relentless in our pursuit of excellence. And finally, measure your success along the way and be prepared to level set and be open to coaching from your upline, coaching from your peers, maybe even coaching sometime from your downline. We all need to be willing to embrace change, not tolerate change, but embrace change. And most importantly, never, never, never give up on your vision. We know that quitters never win and winners never quit. We are paving the way, shaping the future for your unprecedented success. LifeWave is rising up. LifeWave is on the move. LifeWave is setting the stage for the next 20 years. And we need you to decide to be an overcomer, to be dauntless, and to be all in. We hope you'll make that decision today, to be the light and share the light. Let's bring hope to countless of people who are searching right now for a better way. Thank you.
我会从其后